Welcome to Zerix, the Zero Risk Compliance Hub. Let's take a quick tour of how it keeps your organization fully compliant and in control. This is the front end of the compliance portal. Once you've logged in, you can see the main dashboard and you can see your overall compliance bar, currently showing 91%, with 31 of 34 items complete. You can instantly view expired documents by clicking the tile. We can see that there are 3 documents that have expired that will need action. Additionally, you can export everything to Excel for reporting or following up with a contractor. There's also a Due Soon section where you can see Elm Towers has documents coming up for renewal. Next, let's look at Open Actions. Click into any action to view details. Access the original certificate, or close the action down by uploading documentation that evidences completion of the action. If any documents were missing from the system, they'd appear clearly under the Missing section, but in this case, everything's up to date. Here's the compliance matrix, giving you a full overview across all sites. Your organization is currently 91% compliant overall. Each site shows its compliance level across the top of the screen. The compliance category percentages show vertically down the left-hand side. For example, electrical 82%, gas 100%, lifts 100%, and water 100%. You can edit or add new categories at any time and see where certain categories aren't applicable, marked as NA when the system is set up to match your desired scope. Here you can see Head Office and you will note that lightning protection is out of scope. Let's open an example at Elm Towers. This one is due in 18 days. Expiring on the 31st of October 2025. You can also view the service sheet and download it if you needed to. Now at Delta House, there's an open action for lightning protection. Here we can also see past completed actions. If we click into it, we can see the evidence file that was uploaded as evidence that the action was completed, the original certificate, and the date that it was closed and by who. Or if we're looking at an open action, we can upload new documents to close it out as completed, or we can take a look at the original certificate, and again, you can download this if you wanted to. The document repository gives another way to access your data. Here you can choose a building, add an action, upload a document, or you can click into a site where you can see the full history of that building and compliance category. You can see all details for this compliance category, including all previous actions logged as well as prior year service records. All document history is stored, creating a full audit trail across every site. Moving to reports, here you'll find expired documents, missing documents, the actions register, and a full compliance matrix report. For example, selecting expired documents shows all items past or nearing expiry. You can filter by the next 180 days and export the list to Excel. Maybe you want to send this to a contractor. For example, generator maintenance due at head office in 16 days. It's quick, transparent, and actionable. Similarly, the actions register gives a live view of all open tasks. Export, share, and follow up instantly, keeping everyone accountable. The system is fully tailorable. With admin privileges, you can add new users to your organization, as well as configure admin, editor, or view-only rights. As an administrator, you can also view the audit log of all uploads and changes. If you click on Organization, you can configure your organization settings. Here you can add new buildings, configure your compliance categories, or you can manage compliance individually by building, adding or removing as required. For example, here I had excluded fire as though it were out of scope, but if needed, you could reintroduce fire as a tracked category, complete with all subclasses. Further down, you can click into a building where you can control the compliance categories and subclasses that you'd like to measure within the system. Here you can see that I could click to include a written scheme of examination for pressure systems as an in-scope item within the selected building. Need a custom field? Simply create your own bespoke category. In this example, I want to be able to measure compliance audits that my team have completed. So I'll set an audit category up as well as a subclass, which I'll name compliance audits. How great is that? This way you can add anything you want and track it through Zerix dashboard. Now you can see the newly created audit section. And if we take a look at the compliance matrix, we can see that the audit section has been created and the items are showing as missing until they are completed and populated. That's Zerix, your zero-risk total compliance platform. Simple, transparent and tailored to you. Thank you for watching.